Hi, it's Anthony with Lighthouse Construction, and today I brought along Jeff, where we're taking you beyond the blueprint. So what do you know about construction, Jeff?
Well, I know a lot about marketing, Anthony, and that's my specialty. But first of all, I want to say thanks for the sweatshirt.
Oh, you were more than welcome. I saw you in that little t-shirt, and you looked like you were getting kind of chilly out here.
Couldn't you give me a clean one, though?
That's all that was in the truck, Jeff. You know, it is what it is.
That's all right. I'll get you an absolute one that's a little wrinkled.
Awesome.
Anyways.
So right now, we're going to build a slab-on-grade home here, essentially meaning there's no basement. There's going to be a concrete floor, and this is going to be a two-story home. So there'll be nice views of the lake from the main story as well as the second story.
So I got a question for you, Anthony. I was just looking at the site.
Yep.
And initially, why is this out here so much, this styrofoam?
So the system of concrete that we're doing is called a shovel frost-protected footing. So instead of your footing going down 4 or 5 feet, it only goes down, I believe it's 2.5 feet. And then this foam comes out to protect any frost heave from getting driven underneath the slab and footing and creating any sort of uneven frost heave. So that really just helps protect the foundation itself without having to dig deeper with your concrete, which sometimes on these lakes with water tables, it's hard to even go down a true footing depth because you run into the water table. So
I noticed it here too, it looks like?
Yeah, so this is actually what we call an ICF concrete form. So this is where the form is actually made of foam to create frost protection, and then it stays in place. So your traditional system, you would put up boards with bracing, pour the concrete. Once it was cured, you'd pull off the boards, and then there'd either be no insulation or you'd have to go back and apply insulation to that. Well, this is kind of an all-in-one system. It's definitely a time saver and actually more energy efficient than your traditional methods.
Probably something pretty easy to market in this area with the cold weather.
Absolutely, yeah. Almost everything we do, whether it's a basement, crawl space, or even a shovel frost-protected footing, we're utilizing ICF as much as possible.
So from afar, it looked pretty smooth up here. It's smooth concrete, but I'm noticing these lines here. What's up with that?
So these are what we call control joints. So these allow us to kind of have some control in where the concrete's going to crack. Because concrete, it's just a matter of time before it cracks. It's a process that it actually getting harder, it does that. So these are control joints that allow us to kind of help limit some of the cracking in the concrete. And you talked about a level floor, and everything is level with the exception of this space right here. This is a floor drain, and this is actually where the utility room is going to be placed. So we have done a slight taper here, so anything that falls in this area will go directly to that drain.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And then
you do know your stuff.
We certainly try here at Lighthouse Construction. And if you look throughout the slab, you're going to notice there's various water lines roughed in. Those are in areas where, we can't run water lines in exterior walls, or there's a kitchen island. We like to place those water lines underneath the slab. That way everything is in place, beforehand. That's one of the things about slab-on-grade construction is you have to make sure you have all of your design mapped out, because there's no really changing things, like you can with a crawl space. There's more flexibility. We want to definitely have those plans articulate to make sure everything's in the correct place.
So what's the difference between that one and then this big red tube system here?
So this is actually a floor heat tube system. So with underneath this slab, before they poured the concrete, they placed actually a very similar foam to that outside foam. And then on top of that, they put down these hydronic lines. So that way, this will be connected to a boiler, and the slab will actually have floor heat to kind of act as a heating source in this home. And it's a really comfortable heat because it's a radiant heat. So you don't have, like with your typical forced air furnace, it's more like a fan that's blowing, where this is just like convection in the home. It's a really comfortable heat in the wintertime. And then they're still gonna have a forced air system, and that's just gonna run within the floor system, pointing down on the main level from the ceiling and up from the floor on the second level.
What's amazing is something like this, it maybe looks a little simple at first, but there's so much to it that goes into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, water lines here on the exterior walls, you want to be careful of running those in an exterior wall because, you don't have that R value in that space, where when you put it up in that concrete system, then you're much more protected because you have the value of the ICF form as well as the floor heat in the wintertime, so there's not going to be any concern about those lines freezing.
So what's this overall house, the vision behind it?
This was kind of to replace an existing structure that was here, kind of bring it up to modern standards and so on. And there's going to be some great color patterns, actually some green tones within this on some hardy board siding, so I'm really looking forward to the way that this home is going to look. And I think having that detached garage actually allows the home to be just really charming. There's not a big garage attached to it. It's up closer to the road, and it looks just awesome.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to coming back and seeing it again.
Awesome. Let's do that.
And yeah, you gotta wear some Lighthouse stuff. I don't see the logo on your shirt at all.
You know, there is no logo on this shirt. I gotta find a nice dirty sweatshirt like you, Jeff.
Well, I know a marketing guy to help you out.
There you go, there you go.
Well, Anthony, I gotta say, this is sort of a surprise to get on the show today, and I really appreciate it. And what I really do appreciate is giving me some prep questions. You know, I really didn't know what to ask.
Oh, so. No, we're trying to give you softballs, Jeff. You know.
And I think I hit a single today.
There you go. At least, maybe even a double, Jeff.
And the episode, I think, is going to be a home run. But you know what should be a home run? Let's go out to lunch.
That sounds good. This is on you, right? You're the marketing guy.
I'm going to show you how marketing people work.
There you go. That sounds good. Well, thanks for joining Jeff and I on today's episode, where we took you
beyond the blueprint.